Hello, and good afternoon, Sunday afternoon. Sitting out on my porch, just enjoying the nice cool breeze here in Oklahoma. All the humidity, it's been kind of hot and kind of crazy. Um, I said I was going to try to do videos every day, but that just hasn't happened. And but I did want to do a video today just to touch on a topic, a subject, something that's come to my attention, and it just really is something I think we need to discuss. So, to start out with, if I ask you the question, how many politicians have ever lied to you? It'd be pretty easily to say all of them. Some lie more than others. Some lie all the time. Some continue to lie. Some lie saying that they're not lying, and how do we know what exactly they mean, or how they're telling the truth? A lot of that goes back to their record. Look at their record. For example, we can look at Hillary Clinton. Look at her record, see that she has been far left her entire life, has had a very leftist ideology, very leftist views, and that is something we can tell about her. That's just plain and simple facts. But what about the politician that does not have the record? What about the person that is for the first time running for office? And I'm not just talking nationally, I'm talking your local offices, your state offices, governorships, senators, representatives, your mayor. We need to look at their background. We need to look at the things that they said 10 years ago, 20 years ago. These flies are getting on me here. What did they say 10 years ago? Is that consistent with their views today? What did they say 20 years ago? Is that consistent with 10 years ago? And is that consistent with today? Has there been something major that has caused them to change their views? A lot of people bring up Ronald Reagan. Well, Ronald Reagan was a Democrat. Well, Ronald Reagan also spent 16 years giving speeches promoting conservatism before he ever ran for president. So Ronald Reagan had over a decade of consistency in the conservative circles. Now, we need to think, are our politicians being transparent? Do they hold true to our values of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? Do they agree with us on things such as being pro-life or freedom of religion, especially Christianity? I feel that Christianity is the most persecuted religion in the United States. And it's not necessarily because, people are going out and killing Christians in America like they do in other parts of the world. it's because they keep trying to put limits on us. A lot of it goes back to the Johnson and the 501c3 tax status, so on and so forth. But we really need to think about that. Is someone that we're going to elect to be a state senator or a state representative, are they going to hold true to the values that that community has in store? What about to the nation? What about your state senator or representative that you're going to send to Washington? Will they hold true to the values and the beliefs that you've had, on that aspect? Excuse me. I'm kind of getting over being sick, and that's part of the reason I haven't made videos in a few days. But I want to touch on a little bit of current national politics. Currently, we have a man running for president in Donald Trump. He's not been consistent. He has changed sides on almost every issue in the last 20 years, the last 10 years, even 5 years ago, less than 5 years ago, 3 years ago. 3 years ago, he said Hillary was superb, a great Secretary of State. I don't know where he got that information, but it sure doesn't seem like the information that I've seen. So, we look at that, and we just have to think, okay, what's going on here? He's not transparent. He won't release his taxes. Of course, he says he's a multimillionaire. How do we know? He's a billionaire or whatever. How do we know he won't release his taxes? 3 of the people that he has on staff have ties to Russia. It's just things like that. Where is he getting his money? Is he doing business deals with foreign companies? And right now, I guess I got the black helicopter flying over me, giving me the warning. Just joking, it's not a black helicopter. It was a news helicopter going south because there's storms. But anyhow, I'm just messing with you guys. There's storms down south, and so they're heading that way. Before I cast a vote for Donald Trump, he needs to come clean. He needs to quit attacking Cruz supporters. He needs to quit attacking Bernie Sanders supporters, because a lot of those people are fed up with Hillary and they're not going to vote Hillary. He needs to get as many votes as possible in order to beat the Clinton machine. Or he's just wasting his time. He needs to unify instead of divide. He needs to release his taxes. I mean, that's just plain and simple. He threw a fit that Romney didn't release his taxes when he ran. Romney released them, and it shut him up. So why doesn't Trump? How do we know that Trump is being honest? He's campaigned on a lot of things, a lot of ideas, but he has not been vetted. He has not been checked out, and he's not been consistent, and he's not transparent. How do we know he's legit? Before I cast my vote for him, that stuff needs to come out. It needs to be shown. I'm afraid we're going to elect a wolf in sheep's clothing. And I hope not. Well, God bless y'all. I love y'all. And pray for this great nation. We need it. God bless you. Much love. Average Joe, and I'm out.